Hello, and welcome to this educational series called Welcome to Medicare. My name is Brad Talbot. I'm a Medicare counselor at the Department of Insurance. This program is presented by the Idaho Senior Health Insurance Benefits Advisors, or SHEBA. SHEBA serves Idahoans on Medicare and those who help them by offering free Medicare benefits information and assistance through the workshops, group presentations, and personal Medicare counseling. SHEBA is a service of the Idaho Department of Insurance and is Idaho's provider for Federal Network of State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIPs. Every state has a SHIP program, and you can learn more about our services and find a Medicare counselor by calling the SHEBA helpline. The toll-free SHEBA helpline number is 800-247-4422. This project is supported by a grant from the Federal Administration for Community Living. This program will provide an overview of Medicare and is divided into 6 short videos. In Part 1, we'll cover enrollment in Medicare. In Part 2, Medicare Basics and Parts A and B. Part 3 will cover your coverage choices, original Medicare, Medicare Supplement Insurance or Medigap plans. In Part 4, we'll cover Medicare Advantage plans, or Part C, and other types of coverage. In Part 5, we'll cover Part D, prescription drug coverage, and the annual open enrollment period. And finally, in Part 6, we'll cover help for people with limited incomes and how to prevent Medicare fraud. We'll review resources, and you can find all of this information in greater detail in your Medicare and You handbook, which is mailed to people with Medicare and can also be found on the Medicare.gov website. For easier understanding, you are encouraged to view the parts of this series in order. Part 1. Enrollment in Medicare. The first thing you'll want to know about is how and when to enroll in Medicare. If you already get benefits from Social Security or the Railroad Retirement Board, you will be automatically enrolled in Parts A and B. Your coverage will begin on the first of the month you turn 65. If you are close to 65 and currently not receiving Social Security benefits, you need to enroll yourself in Parts A and B through the Social Security Administration during your initial enrollment period. We'll talk more about that on the next slide. There are 3 ways to enroll in Medicare. They are online at socialsecurity.gov. You can also call Social Security at 800-772-1213 or visit your local Social Security office. If you are under 65 and receiving Social Security disability benefits, you'll be automatically enrolled in Medicare after receiving benefits for 24 consecutive months. And here's a tip. If you sign up for mymedicare.gov, you can use that account to manage your personal information and your Medicare benefits. It's a free, secure site that allows you to easily check information online about your coverage, your enrollment status, and Medicare claims. If you are not automatically enrolled, your first opportunity to enroll in Medicare is during your initial enrollment period, or IEP, which lasts 7 months. Your coverage starts based on when you enroll. If you enroll during one of the first 3 months of your IEP, your coverage will begin on the first day of your 65th birth month. If you use one of the final 4 months, your coverage will begin on the first day of the following month after you enroll. There are also special enrollment periods. In the upcoming slides, we will discuss the most utilized special enrollment period, which is due to the loss of active employer group health insurance coverage. Additionally, effective January 1st, 2023, there are new special enrollment periods that we will also cover. And lastly, there is a general enrollment period. January 1st through March 31st every year. This would be for those who did not sign up during their initial enrollment period or during a special enrollment period. There is a penalty for enrolling late. The cost of Part B premiums will go up 10% for each full 12-month period you delay enrolling. Coverage begins the first of the next month from sign-up. To avoid the penalty, be sure to enroll during your initial enrollment period or a special enrollment period. The main point here is to remember that if you are not receiving retirement benefits, you should plan to enroll in Social Security about 3 months prior to your 65th birthday. Now let's consider Medicare and employer coverage. Many people continue to work after they turn 65, so it is important to be clear about these points. Most people get Part A for free. So if you're still working, they enroll in Part A, but delay Part B until they retire. You can delay enrollment in Medicare if you or your spouse are currently working and you are covered under a group health plan based on that employment. And the employer must have more than 20 employees. If the employer has fewer than 20 employees, you should enroll in Medicare when you turn 65. You can enroll in Medicare anytime when you're actively working. Keep in mind, if you have delayed Part B due to current employment, you must enroll within 8 months of the date that you either stop working, quit or retire, or lose health insurance through work. After 8 months, a late enrollment penalty will begin to accrue, and you will need to wait for the general enrollment period to enroll. Please note that COBRA and retiree coverage are not active employer coverage. If you have COBRA or a retiree plan and you do not enroll in Medicare during your initial enrollment period, the late enrollment penalty will apply and you will need to wait for the general enrollment period to enroll. Be sure to gather some information before making your enrollment decision. If you are working and turn 65, check with the Health Insurance and Human Resources Department to find out what you need to do or what you need to report when you become Medicare eligible. Ask if you need to take both Parts A and or B, and remember the rules for delaying Part B. If you choose to delay, you need to do that through the Social Security Administration. You will then have a special enrollment period when your group coverage ends and your employment ends, during which time you can sign up for Part B without penalty. Here's an important note for anyone who has a health savings account. Contributions can no longer be made to your HSA once you are eligible for Medicare, even if you only have Part A. If your employer offers an HSA, contact your Human Resources Department before enrolling in Medicare Parts A or B. There are additional special enrollment periods. You had a loss of Medicaid coverage. You missed a chance to sign up because you, or if your authorized representative, legal guardian, or caregiver were impacted by a natural disaster or emergency. You missed a chance to sign up because you got inaccurate or misleading information from your health plan or employer, or you were released from incarceration. If you missed a chance to sign up because you missed other exceptional conditions, you may also have a special enrollment period. If you volunteer and serve in a foreign country, you may also enroll late. And if you have TRICARE, you may also have a special enrollment period. See Medicare page for more details. This is a sample of a Medicare card. Always guard your card. Your use of the Medicare card will differ depending on the type of Medicare health plan option you choose. If you choose Original Medicare, you will use this red, white, and blue Medicare card when obtaining health care. Your card also lists the parts of Medicare you are enrolled in and the dates they become effective. Medicare Parts A and B are the only parts that will be reflected in this card. Medicare Part C or Part D are offered through private insurance companies and would provide their own cards. Thank you. Please check out our next video, Medicare Basics Parts A and B.